Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley and I run things here at Cocokind, and today it's that time again for another favorites video. I seriously feel like I just filmed my November favorites. I know people say all the time, oh, you know, time flies, blah, blah, blah. Time flies. Like, I cannot believe we're at the end of December, we're almost into the new year, January's almost here. But yeah, it's time for another favorites video, and I'm super pumped to film it. You can probably tell that I'm speaking kind of quiet. That's because Daisy just fell asleep. I think we need to move her bedtime because she isn't falling immediately asleep anymore. She normally takes about 10 minutes, but it's been about 25 minutes and she just fell asleep. We've been talking about moving her bedtime, but anyways, so if you notice that I'm talking quieter, that is why. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump in. Per usual, like every other freaking month that I do these, we have everything. We have everything here. So let's go ahead and start out with shampoo and conditioner, actually. So this is the Thick and Full Biotin and Collagen Shampoo and Conditioner from OGX. Prior to buying these, which I'm going to mention later, I was using the, actually I'm not going to say, I'm going to say what it is because I'm going to talk about it in a couple of minutes, but I was using a different shampoo and conditioner that was not working for me, and I realized that I really needed something, that was going to boost volume. Now, don't use today's hair as an example, okay? We've been at the zoo all day. I took a nap in this hair. So anyways, my point is I needed something with volume because my hair has been looking really flat, and even using the shampoo and conditioner I was using prior and putting volumizing styling products in it was not cutting it. So I just said to myself, I was tired of looking in the mirror and just seeing my hair be so flat. Especially because lately I've been wearing my hair straight almost every day, curly, this is a miracle. So anyways, I knew I wanted drugstore. I didn't want to spend a lot of money, and so I googled best drugstore volumizing shampoo and conditioner, and this one was on multiple, I think I looked at 3 or 4 lists, and this was on multiple lists. So I bought it, I tried it, I freaking love it. I love the scent. Could not tell you for the life of me what the scent is. It's not super sweet, I can tell you that much. It smells a little cologne-y, cologne, men's cologne. But it gets the job done, and it makes it so that when I do wear, especially when I wear my hair straight, it's not crazy flat. And I'm just pumped that I found something that works that's not a gajillion dollars. But I think these are great because they're so cheap that even if you have something in your shower that you're oh, this is doing the job, I don't absolutely have to have something new, you can still go out and pick these up and just try them. So that was my first favorite for the month. So next up, let's talk about something that's skincare related, and then we'll get into the makeup. So this is the Mymatcha All Over Moisture Stick from the Cocokind collective. How I ended up with this in my hands, is this gonna want to focus? There we go. How I ended up with this was, I play Bunko with my mom's Bunko group. If you don't know what Bunko is, it's a dice game. And when we play in December, it's Christmas, holiday Bunko. So at the end of the entire game, at the end of the night, whoever you're sitting across from, you exchange gifts with. It's a $10 minimum or $10 maximum, and you exchange gifts. And this was one of the things that I got in my little gift bag from the person that was sitting across from me. So essentially what it is it looks like a huge lip balm. So it's green, it's pretty massive. And it's just a moisture stick, and I was asking her because the girl that gave this to me, she's actually my cousin, she loves this. She loves the brand, but she really likes this moisture stick. She uses it under her eyes, she uses it on her lips. I've been using it around my nose because I have dry patches right around my nose. But you can use it on elbows. It's essentially just a moisture stick. Anywhere you have dry skin, you can put this. It smells a little matcha-y, but it's a very natural company. It's organic. There's like 5 ingredients in it, and she purchased this at Whole Foods. So it's very like safe for the skin, does not have like any fragrance in it or anything. And I've really been liking it. I've really been liking it under my eyes because I noticed that my concealer sits differently on my face when I have this on. So essentially I just use this as part of my skincare routine. So I take off my makeup with my makeup wipe, I wash my face, I put on my moisturizer, and then I put this under my eyes, and I even do like my eyelids. I hit my nose and then put it on my lips. I love it. I don't know how much it is. All of this stuff will be linked below. But I'm really interested in trying other products from this company. My cousin also swears by, I think it's an anti-aging serum by them. So I'm just kind of like intrigued and curious to know more, and I feel like this is a good starting point if you're interested in trying like a new kind of like wholesome organic brand. So love that. All right, next up, let's get into the makeup. So where do we even start? Let's start here. This is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Hydrating. Last month in my favorites video, I mentioned the Laura Mercier setting powder, and I was honest with you and told you that I had only had it for like, I don't know, a couple days because I got it on Black Friday. Well, I got this also on Black Friday when I picked up that powder, and this was a splurge for me. Like, the setting powder was a splurge, but I didn't have a setting powder that like I really liked. So for me it was like, let's find the best one. Where primers, it's like, I really like my e.l.f., my $10 e.l.f. hydrating primer. But I was there, you know how it goes. I was there, I was at a counter, so I didn't go to like Sephora or anything or whatever. So I was at like a counter in Nordstrom, and I happened to ask if they had a primer. I think this was like 38 or like 42 bucks. It was expensive, but it's fabulous. It's essentially like a lotion. The consistency is a lotion. It's super hydrating. It sinks into the skin, but not to the point where you don't feel like you have anything on your face. Essentially, it just makes it so that it's hydrating, but still like a primer. It's ready to take your foundation. I really, really like it. I notice my skin looks like, how do I say, like, I mean, I don't want to say hydrated, but it makes my makeup last longer and just makes my foundation look better. And I think using this with the powder, all of, you know, that together, just like really makes a difference in how your foundation looks on your face. It's not cakey. I feel like it just looks like more natural. I've really been enjoying this. It's definitely a favorite this month, but I don't know if I would repurchase it just because of the price point. You guys know that I'm very budget conscious, and to blow that much money on a primer like takes a lot out of me. But hey, if you have a gift card or you got some extra money lying around and you're looking for a good primer, and you have dry skin, I feel like if you have oily skin, you probably wouldn't like this. Then this comes highly recommended. I feel like it'll just kind of change your makeup game and change, again, for like the 80th time, how your makeup looks and sits on your face. All right, we have 2 more makeup products. Next up, speaking about face products, this is the Wetnwild Megacushion Foundation. Oh my God, you guys, I love this stuff. I have it in the shade Nude Beige. It took me 3 trips to Walmart to find my shade. It's Wet n Wild, and it's Walmart, so they don't have testers or anything, and so I had purchased it 2 other times, and the shades were completely off. The first time I purchased it, it was essentially like concealer. It was so light. And then the second time I purchased it, it was too dark. So I found out about this through that Taylor. I'll link her channel below, and she does like Foundation Fridays, where every Friday she reviews a foundation. So if she did one on this specifically, I will link it, but I'm pretty sure I saw this in a different video. I think it was like a get ready with me or something, and she was raving about it. I have never tried a cushion foundation in my life, ever. But this, guys, this foundation goes on so flawlessly. flawlessly, like to the point where the first time I used it, I was hesitant to set it with a powder, which I've mentioned to you guys before. I don't understand people that don't set their foundation with powder. Like, I'm all about like setting it and then putting all the other powder on top of it, my bronzer and blush and all that jazz. But I almost didn't want to set it because it looked so good. It does not dry your skin out. It goes on evenly. It's not patchy. It is really good, and it's Wetnwild. So it's like, I think it was $5.99. So it comes in this super cute, like very, for Wetnwild, I would say like very good quality compact. So when you open it up, you have the little sponge that they give you, and then it opens up like that, and this is the cushion. So how I use this product is I use the sponge that they provide because I don't know, I just like the texture of it and how it kind of puts, like initially puts the foundation on my face. So I will go in with this, I kind of just like loop my fingers through, go in with it, put on it, and then I go over it with a beauty blender. Now, a lot of people use brushes for cushion foundation, which I completely understand, but I'm just that type of girl. I like my beauty blender. I don't like how foundation looks on my face when I use a brush. Another cool thing too, which I learned in one of Tayla's videos, is you can flip this over. So don't think like when you start running out of product on this side that you have to throw it away or, oh my God, that ran out so fast. You can flip it because you can even see like on the back, this is the actual product. It's not like colored. This is like the actual foundation. You can just flip it and you have all that more product. So I don't know about you guys, but I love trying new foundations, but like with the primer, I hate spending a lot of money, and this was one that was just like, she was raving about it and I had to try it, and then obviously knowing it was Wet n Wild, I knew it wasn't going to be super expensive. So this is a fun one if you just want to go out and you feel like trying something new but you don't want to drop a ton of money. I highly recommend this. Again, I have dry skin. This works great for me. I don't know how it would work on oily skin, but for the price, you can't beat it. All right, and then the last makeup thing, I brought them all out. So these are the LORAC, let me get the name right, highly pigmented lip glosses. Let me hold them like this so you can like really see the colors. They're the highly pigmented lip glosses. These are from the Alter Ego set. It was like a set that came with all of them. I'll read you the shade names just so that you're aware. I have them in Duchess, Dominatrix, CEO, Beauty Queen, Coquette, and Muse. So I had been wanting these for a long time. I tried, it wasn't from the Alter Ego set, it was just a random LORAC gloss of the same formula. I had tried one at Ulta and I really, really liked it. And eventually I decided I want to get one. So I looked up these glosses and they had the Alter Ego set. I don't even remember where I saw it. I'm not sure if it was on Ulta or if it was on like Outlook or something. And I was like, do I want to splurge? I don't know. I didn't buy it. Then I had a Nordstrom gift card and I was looking on the Nordstrom Rack website, and they had this entire set of these 6 glosses that I knew I already liked in like my like perfect basic B shade range. Like, are you kidding me? Like mauves and pinks and like kind of sort of a dark color but not really. They had it on the Nordstrom Rack website for $14.97, and it was Black Friday, so everything was an extra 20% off. Like if it was on clearance, it was an extra 20% off. So I got this for like, I don't know how much that comes out to be, like $11 or something. It was ridiculous. And I love them. I'm wearing one today. I'm wearing this one, yeah, CEO. And the thing that I really like about these is that they're pigmented enough. So this is what I'm wearing today. They're pigmented enough to wear like on their own, to kind of just like enhance your natural lip color, but then also they're not crazy opaque, so you can totally put them over a lipstick. The other thing that I like is they're a true like comfort gloss. They are not sticky, they're not tacky, they're the most comfortable formula. You guys, I can't, this is probably the thing I've been like most jazzed on this month. I can't like recommend them enough. And they're glosses, right? So like you can really sheer them out. This is Dominatrix. That one is like a berry color. This is the one that I was wearing in my Winterlicious video when I was like, I'm wearing a darker lip gloss today. And like, you can't really tell because I don't like wearing crazy lip colors. I'm all about the mauves and the neutrals and stuff like that. But I'm just really, really impressed. Obviously, I did try one in store that one time, but I didn't have it in my collection. So I wasn't sure like how it wore, how it dried, if it dried down, like anything. And I love them. I feel like I'm saying this with like every product, like if you're in the market for this, but I feel like this month especially, I really have like a good array of makeup products. And I just think like, if you are in the market for a gloss, let me swatch one of these pink ones. If you're in the market for a gloss and you want like a true gloss, not like a liquid lipstick or anything like that, like this one, I wear this one over like kind of a nude-ish lipstick that I have, and it's so pretty. That was Beauty Queen? Yeah, Beauty Queen. I just love them. They're so good. All right, moving on. The next item that we have, so that's kind of all that I have in terms of like body care. Body being like hair, face, skin. So next up, I have these glasses. So these are the blue light, like reflective glasses that everyone and their mother on YouTube and on Instagram has. I've talked about these on my Instagram. If you're not following me there, make sure that you are. Make sure that you go do that because I do like Insta stories every single day. So that sounds interesting to you. If not, then don't follow me because I'm on there all the time. Anyways, I talked about these on my Instagram. So for some of you, you might be hearing this for like a second time. But I love these glasses. Again, everyone and their mother has them. I really wanted to try out a pair. The reason I wanted to try them was because you guys know I teach English online, and I recently changed my schedule. So now my weekend schedule, I'm teaching more classes. So I'm literally in front of a computer staring at a screen for almost 4 hours straight. And it didn't give me a headache. I just started doing this like, when did my schedule change? Maybe, no, it was like end of November. So I've had these for about 3 weeks. Anyways, I changed it around the end of November, and it didn't give me a headache being in front of a screen for that long, but my eyes were hurting. They were almost like sore and kind of burning. These glasses are actually for like distance, so I wear them here because like when I film, because it's easier for me to see the viewfinder, but I don't need them for super close up, like if I'm looking at a computer. So I thought, I've seen all these people post about them and say how good they are, and my eyes freaking hurt. So I went ahead and picked up this pair. I love the frame. Like, I wish I could put my actual like prescription lenses in these because they're just so cute. These ones were $12. And I really, really like them. Now here's the like hitch, is that you guys can tell they're super reflective because obviously they're bouncing off all of that light that your eyes are normally like taking in. And when I'm teaching, it's extremely distracting for the kids. Like, my monitor is so bright that like that's all they can see. Like, you can't even see my eyes through them. You can only see like my monitor being reflected in them, my computer monitor. So I haven't been wearing them while I teach, but I have been wearing them every other time I'm in front of a screen. Whether it's, not if I just like whip out my phone, but if I'm like laying in bed scrolling through Instagram for like an hour or whatever before bed, I wear them. If I'm like on Pinterest, if I'm looking at recipes for the week, if I'm watching YouTube videos on my computer, I wear them. So I've been essentially wearing them every other time except for when I'm teaching, and it's made a difference. So I guess maybe it's just like reducing the amount of time that your plain eyes are in front of the screen also helps. But if you have problems with eye strain or you get headaches or anything like that, I just think these are a really super cheap solution. And like I said, these are super cute. I mean, there are companies that sell pricier ones and they're, you know, like really heavy duty. These are like, I mean, you can tell that they're like pretty cheap, but I'm very impressed. Like, I'm impressed that I didn't have to wear it for that teaching chunk of time. I could wear them for all other parts of the day when I'm looking at a screen for an extended period, and it kind of still did the same thing. So it's not a bunch of baloney if you're wondering, like, yeah, right, those don't work. They work. All right, so we have 2 more like physical favorites, then we'll move on to music. I have a favorite person this month. Oh my God, this video is gonna be so long. And I have 1 unfavorite. So next up we have this Winter Woods candle, and this favorite is actually twofold. So I had 2 candle favorites this month. The Winter Woods and the Vanilla Birch. I don't have the Vanilla Birch because I burned through it, but it kind of ties in with this one. So when I picked up all my holiday candles, I would say like in November, I always kind of like to get kind of typical like Christmassy scents, and then also something that more just screams like seasonal, like winter or fall-ish scents. So I picked up the Vanilla Birch. I just like having candles that like I don't have to put away once Christmas is over. Like, I can burn them all year round if I want, but they still kind of are like wintry. I love that candle. I'm pretty sure that is like one of my new favorite scents. It smells so good. I wrote down the notes. The Vanilla Birch candle is white birch, Madagascar vanilla, and warm sandalwood, and that's a combo that I love. I love things that are kind of like deep and musky like the sandalwood, and I'm obsessed with vanilla. So it was like right at my alley, and I was obsessed. So I burned through that, and I went right after they had that huge candle sale, the $8.95, where all the candles were $8.95. I went because I needed new candles. So I popped in there and I asked where the Vanilla Birch was. They didn't have it because they didn't have a ton of different scents because they had all been bought up. They were even, at my Bath & Body Works, they were even pulling out summer scents because they needed to fill the shelves. just whoa, because people went candle crazy. So one of the ladies that worked there was so helpful, and I'm not the type to be like, I'm really looking for this and da-da-da. I kind of just do my own thing. I don't normally ask for help, but I did ask because I figured if they have one here that smells similar, it's gonna be up my alley and I'm gonna like it. So I asked her and she suggested this Winter Woods candle, and now I'm pissed that I didn't buy more than one because, I mean, Winter Woods, I'm assuming it's gonna be seasonal, and it smells so good. So this one is cedarwood. It has cedarwood essential oil, so kind of like the sandalwood of the Vanilla Birch, cashmere, musk, and vanilla bean. So it's very similar. It does smell different. It's a little sweeter, but it smells so good. It smells so good, you guys. Oh, if you're just curious, I don't like scents that are super sweet. I don't like food scents. I really like the kind of like more essential oils. In the summertime, I like, you know, peach and stuff like that. I guess when I say food, I mean like, I don't like waffles or like pancakes or stuff like that. Ugh. So if you're in the market, I feel like I'm trying to sell every like favorite that I'm mentioning, but that's the point, right? Like, I'm telling you why it's my favorite and why you should also buy it. If you like vanilla and you kind of like that deep, like musky, cedar, bonfire-y smell, Winter Woods and Vanilla Birch. Winter Woods and Vanilla Birch. Best. All right, next we're gonna move on to music. Again, apologies that this video is like an eternity long. The 1975 came out with their album at the end of November, it's called A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships, and it's amazing. I was like super anticipating that album, and I don't even think that's proper grammar, but whatever. It does not disappoint. Like the singles that they were releasing up until they released the album, I knew that I was gonna love it, and it's just great. It's like alternative. It's a little pop-y. You guys know I'm obsessed with Lainey, which is another band, and Lainey and 1975 kind of get lumped into the same category of this like alt pop genre. and it's being hailed as like one of, across all genres, one of the best albums of 2018. It's just so good. My favorites are 2 Time. That's probably like one of my favorite songs maybe of the year. It's so good. I play it in the car and Daisy and I just like jam out to it. It's just a fun pop song. I love 2 Time. I really like Love It If We Made It. It's Not Living If It's Not With You. I like all of them. It's really, really good. I love new music. I love music, but I love new music and new music that's good. Not good, great. All right, and my last favorite is a favorite person of the month. And my favorite person this month is Jamila Jamil. She plays Tahani on The Good Place. A few months back, The Good Place was in like my favorite TV show for the month. I love that show. I think it's such a good binging show too. If you haven't watched it, it's real super easy to binge watch. Anyways, she plays Tahani, and just her Instagram alone, like if you need inspiration for like anything, her Instagram is a great place to get that. She refuses to be photoshopped, so anytime she has like a photo shoot, like she just did one with I think the Nylon magazine, she like refuses to be photoshopped in any way, shape, or form, whether that means like changing her skin tone or like blurring out imperfections on her face or making her look thinner. She just flat out refuses. She also started a separate Instagram that she runs called I Weigh, and it's all about like people posting what they weigh and not posting their weight. So essentially, like, you know, I would say like, I weigh my sarcasm and my sense of humor and my daughter and my love for teaching, and it's really inspirational. The I Weigh like Instagram stories, that's kind of what it is people like will send in pictures of themselves and then put all the things that they weigh that aren't a number on the scale, and it's really inspiring. She calls out celebrities all of the time for hawking these like you know, like the suckers like that will make you skinny, and the tummy teas like that will flatten your tummy, and she basically just calls them out for like all of those things being bullshit, and she thinks it's, you know, as do I, that it's pretty shitty that all of these things are marketed to like young girls and that they're seeing it, you know, all over their Instagram feed. And she's just a real inspiration when it comes to body positivity, when it comes to standing up for yourself, and just like being a decent human being. So go check her out. I will link her I Weigh page in the description box and her personal page. But especially going into the new year, if you are looking for somebody to just kind of like make you feel good and maybe kind of like give you a kick in the butt to stop being like so much in your own head about what you look like and what you weigh, like following her is a great way to do that. All right, and my last thing, oh my God, guys, I was worried this video was gonna be too short. Clearly that's not an issue. So my one unfavorite, I rarely put in unfavorites because for me it's just like if a product doesn't work, it doesn't work, but this was an unfavorite. So this was the shampoo and conditioner that I used before I got my volumizing one, and it was, I'll put a picture of it. It was the Garnier Whole Blends Oat, I think it's called Oat Delicacy. Now I've tried the Garnier Whole Blends Honey Treasures. That stuff is amazing. I wasn't like super tied to it where I wanted to like keep repurchasing it, but that stuff was great. And I had tried the Oat Delicacy because I got it in some type of like, some subscription box. I don't know if it was when I was doing Ipsy, or twice I got like a Walmart, the beauty subscription box, maybe it was in there, and I thought it was amazing. It was so good. And so when my Honey Treasures ran out, now keep in mind when I tried that sample, it was maybe like 5 uses. So when my Honey Treasures ran out, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go pick up that Oat Delicacy Garnier one. No, it just stripped my, like I said before, it stripped my hair of any volume. And it was, once I had used it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, where it was no longer like what I'm trying to say is like initially when I was using it, it was fine. Like I wasn't noticing that my hair was super flat, and then as time went on, I think my hair just got used to it, and it had almost like stripped any volume, that then every time I used it from there on out, no, it made my hair look so bad. So I actually just put them like upstairs in our guest bath because I still had a decent amount left. I didn't want to toss them, but no ma'am, not for me. Not for, I don't think it's for somebody with fine hair. And I think that's kind of why like it took a while, was because I do have a lot of hair. So initially I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. Like like the hair looks so good. It's like doing great things. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, why is my hair like look like garbage? And that was why. So that's my only unfavorite this month. So in general, I feel like this was, in terms of products, this was a great month. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please make sure you're subscribed if you're not subscribed, and hit that notification bell. Entering the new year, I am gonna be on my stuff. I'm gonna be uploading 3 times a week, which I actually have been for like, maybe 2 months? Month and a half? So make sure you hit that bell so that you're made aware every time that I post. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, friends.